Hello, welcome to a different reading this time. I assume you don't know how this works, so I will do a little explanation. Pick a card or pick a pile is sort of group reading. You can pick one of these piles. They're all mixed with the different decks. Some of them you can see, some not, and they are represented by these artists. Pile number 1 is represented by Patti Smith. Pile number 2 is represented by Elton John. And pile number 3 is represented by Britney Spears. And I did not see coming. I did not see this stuff coming at all. So basically, you are either attracted to the car that you see in the background, maybe to the artist, maybe to the colors of the artist card, whatever it is. Personally, I always close my eyes and point my left hand to the screen, just like in the general direction of where the cards are, and my hand will land on one of the piles. Why left hand? Because it's connected or more connected to the heart. You can pick in any way you want. You can just listen to all three. But the question that I've sent, that I've asked is, how will this artist do at Eurovision 2024? So you can pick one country, let's say, how will my country do? And then you pick a pile. If you think 3 of your countries will do the same, then it's all the same pile. But maybe 3 countries and they all get a different pile. Maybe 2 get the same pile. I don't know. Like, basically, do what you will. You can test it out. You can learn how you want to do this. So, I will begin with pile number 1 and pile 3 for any future reference. So, let's begin. I will turn myself on. Don't take that out of context, please. Okay. This is supposed to be the last card anyway. First card is... We have seen this card a lot. I think this appeared with Raven and Baby Lasagna. So, oops, oh my god. Literally one job. Literally one job, and I need to like really fully decide what this card means because I keep getting it. So I read this card as a lot of power, because crystals have power. Wardrobe malfunction. And do you see how large this crystal is? Like, it's massive. Like, it starts over here and it goes all the way. It's literally crazy how large this crystal is. And this part is almost like a geode on the bottom. And where it's located, I don't know, in space somewhere. Crazy. I just get like this is crazy power, and it's I think it means simultaneously like stuff is happening at the same time. You can manifest multiple things at the same time. So I think this person is manifesting only large things for themselves. I'm getting this is a successful pile based on this card alone. But let's see what happens. It's a Scary Tarot that I picked as next. Do I remember how it was? I think Queen of Wands was on that. Really matters. And I will do a little read. One is like on the last page of this booklet. Hawaii, Pele, represented by Pele, the Hawaiian deity. The Queen of Wands represents a fiery force. The volcano goddess, Pele's rages can be destructive, but her blessings are just as powerful. Is the creativity of dance and the nourishment of rich soil and the chaotic force of an explosion. Upright means optimism, independence, confidence, passion, and verve. So I'm just getting full positivity. If you pick pile number 1, you have no worries about the country. Page of Swords, Princess Parizade. Parizade? I don't know. From Anatolia, and it's a Arabic folktale. The Page of Swords represents youthful intelligence. Princess Parizade uses her wit to succeed where others have failed. Her optimism intact through it all. She is a harbinger of new beginnings and new ideas for herself and those around her. Keywords: talkativeness, energy, thoughtfulness, curiosity, and truthfulness. And I've used this card to mark the book, which is I think that's really good. These are strong, powerful women. I don't necessarily think that this means that it's about women, but like just generally, yes, these are very powerful. Like they're both like she's standing up here, like on top of the world, bird. And she's like, there's a thing happening, you know, like I did this. I am the powerful deity, and I'm certain that whatever chaos I cause, it's gonna be fine. Kind of like giving me that energy. So I picked an animal for every single pile. This time we get something new. I don't know if we got the dog before, but it's a dog. We have a dog. Pay attention to the quality of life. Give space for the inner child. And I'm not sure what that word means. It's a really long word. So what do we think with a dog? We think loyalty. Dog is a friend, loyalty. How does this tie into everything? I don't know. I just get this like as a very positive pile rather. There's no numbers. There is no numbers, which is interesting. There's 5 with Patti Smith. Where do I put her? So Patti Smith, I quickly did a Google because I don't really know her that well. And she was an artist. What the frick is it suddenly blurry? She was an artist. And she did a lot of things. She was a painter and musician and singer. I think there was just an artist. Like she did everything. A lot of these that I googled were not necessarily doing it, but she definitely was. And my chair is disappearing. So yeah, that was all for this pile. I'm getting like this is a very successful pile. I don't know, I would imagine someone picking this pile that the country is gonna be, at least for the point of view of the country, they're, you know, if they're struggling to qualify, they will qualify. If they are like a top 10 country, they will probably still be a top 10 country. And if they're like more like a bottom 5 country, they will do better. You know, I'm kind of getting something along those lines for this pile. Let's move on to pile number 2, which was Elton John. Okay, we'll move this underneath. And here it is. We had this card before. Look at it. When I zoom in and out, like it's not the same anymore. Kind of like changes the size. It'll never be straight, is it? Because of my angle. So cleanse with the poisons. What would this be? What kind of like placement with somebody that needs to do something? Like they still need to work on something? that it could be better. It could be. Is she naked? I like seeing this card so many times before, but I never like paid attention. Looks very naked. Like full on. Bird. It's just like giving me also like this Greek. Every time I look at this shell behind her head, I'm like thinking like Aphrodite, which is funny because I don't think Aphrodite has that. At least the card in this deck does not. I think she's Celtic, but yeah, she's like ginger and stuff. I feel like this is something that you need to still do. I'm like spoiling all the cards. Um, and the next card is a no. So if you were wondering if this country is going to qualify, if you specifically asked this question, I would say no. But generally, this card just means say no to the others and say yes to yourself. Like put yourself first. So maybe that's what that has to do with this. And then we have this. I love this card. It's so pretty. And again, we have a bird. The bird is again on the right. The bird is giving me like freedom. Or like, this bird is more giving me, what's it called? A paradise? Like it's a very fancy, tropical looking bird. Oh, it actually says freedom on the card. And number is 13. Maybe that means something. I mean, 13 in the semifinal is bad. 13 in the final is not bad. Maybe it's like 1 plus 3 is 4. Maybe you just think it is you picked this reading, right? So it's for you, whatever this stuff means to you. So if you think 13 is lucky, then it's lucky. If you think 13 is unlucky, then it's unlucky. If you don't think anything, then it's probably irrelevant. I'm getting from this pile that it's kind of like I don't know, something needs to be done, but it's on the path to freedom because there's birds actively flying. Okay, we have a deer. Okay. Be friendly and hopeful, or stay friendly and hopeful. Make beautiful time or have nice, something like that. And figure out what you really want. I hope that's a correct translation. So how do you see deer? I see deer as very beautiful, but also very timid. Like it's a rather large animal for being like so scared. Like maybe a rabbit. Yeah, I'm getting like more of like someone more in the back. Someone that doesn't want to like be in front of everything. Like I'm gonna be here in the back doing my own stuff. And some of them are not gonna do too much, but some of them will be very like successful in what they do, even if they're like very timid, for example. Interesting. However, I don't know how well this card fits. Of Elton John. This is number 9. Anyway, that's lame. 9, yeah, whatever that means. Technically, there's also a 6. It's supposed to be 9, but it looks like a 6, so that also plays a role. Well, how do you see Elton John? Do you see him as like a legend, or do you see him like as someone who has been through a lot, or both? Because definitely, yeah, the path to being your best self sometimes is really rough. I don't think Britney had it any easier. um, yeah, I don't know. I would say that this possibly is not the very successful pile. Um, or most people that pick this are not gonna be doing too well. Compared definitely to the first pile. Definitely a difference, or huge difference. Okay, then we have the Britney pile. Pile number 3. A very sultry picture is number 14. From the Elton. Yeah. I got full frontal with the woman, now I have some backside of a man. Gorgeous picture or painting art style. The moonlight is striking. Also, full moon represents. Oh, look at that. I'm being censored. Okay, this is fine. Full moon represents, you know, like chaos, stuff going wrong, people being all crazy. But the card description says everything is possible. Why is he naked? Skinny dipping? I do not know. I'm literally being censored. It's not even funny. The phone is censoring on its own. Okay, let's move on then. The power of the heart. Yeah, heart chakra is green. What is happening? And we're back to being on like Friday or whatever when everything was just permanently blurry. I don't know why it does that. It will never become uh focused. It will just unfocus for some reason. Yesterday was working beautifully. Anyway, I really like these energy cards based on like you can really like feel into the energy. Like it's just so powerful. Like look at that like light just emitting. It's similar also to the first card that we picked from the Elven deck. Hello! Hello! I'm making it completely blurry, so maybe it stays. Maybe. That's like literally vision. Literally a vision. What would that mean? That we don't see anything, something so clear? I know, does he look like someone? Like some of the artists? I do not know. Oh, come on. I literally just moved a little bit so it would be more even, but it's blurred again. Something is hidden. However, no, I don't know. There is some sort of mysticism, but generally this is a really good card. It's like resonance. This is the top of the top. I think this card I got for Musti. This could technically be Musti's pile, technically. Yeah, this is a really good card. Because you've done all the hard work. You made it to the top, essentially. Like, this guy is also confident. Like, he's just like, yeah, so I'm naked. Like, something about it? You have a problem? I don't. He's like so confident. He knows what he's doing. Also, like the other, the woman, he also doesn't care. And the hard power. We are not aware of our own power. 100% not. Very much not. I'm getting that this person does know how powerful they are. Or persons, rather, because it's not just for one. We have a blackbird again. We had this before. Stay yourself. Be happy. This is just like, it's kind of giving me similar energy to what I got in the reading of Spain. Of like, I figured everything out. Like, I've been through life. Life has been hard, but I've gone through it. I survived it. I learned from it, and now I'm a better person. And I know what I'm doing now, and it's so easy. Let's cover the butt with some Britney. So that was the person, the genius, the musical genius that was picked. Number 4, so we have 14, 7, and 4, if that means something. Yeah, also Britney, iconic, and she's been through a lot. Like a lot. Like I literally grew up. Okay, that might have been my fault because I kicked the table, but still. Yeah, she's been through so much. A lot of it I didn't even know. But like she is in her power again, right? So this person has, yeah, I'm just getting that this is not a very young person. Oh god. By that I would say definitely not Cyprus. I cannot imagine that. Possibly not under 25. I don't know, maybe around 30 at the earliest. Um it could be like that this is more in the area of like Musti and Ollie in that sort of age. And also older, obviously. Maybe even like Norway. They know what they're doing, right? They're confident in what they do because they've been doing it for so long. They've been like active for as long as some people have lived entire lives. Some participants, I mean, or you know, even longer. They've been active for a long time. They know what they're doing. Yeah, this is just top of the top of the crop. So I'm just getting like the second one is not very confident. They're still learning and growing and still need to go through stuff. This person has gone through stuff. And they came out on the other side as, you know, the phoenix. Cool, right? So tell me who you picked. Which pile did you pick? It's interesting, like maybe you could, I shouldn't have said this at the end, I should have said it at the start, but you could pick it for yourself and see what you get. I think it works for anything. My intent was for Eurovision artists, and hopefully that worked. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.